Welcome back everyone. So we're finally almost at the end of removing all of this dirt from above the dining room. So what I've been doing this morning is just removing the wooden subfloor which was supporting concrete in the hallway. So can you believe that they put a concrete hallway down on top of all of this existing weight? No wonder the building was suffering so much. And I'm really happy that we've done all of this extra work just to make it more structurally sound. So to my right or your left is something I want to talk about quickly. Is what they've done is they've already removed the weight from this small section, and what they've done is put in a new level subfloor using modern floor joists, and that in my opinion is really good quality work. But it's a shame they haven't done that throughout the entire convent. But thankfully we haven't got to remove all of the weight from the entire building because a lot of it's already been done, other than above the kitchen and in a few more areas. So we're not going to be doing this too much in the future, but thankfully the ceiling below in the dining room is still in really good condition. We haven't done no damage to it whatsoever. And what I'm going to do now is go down into the dining room and just show you the ceiling, but also we need to remove the two acro props which were supporting the main beam going through the room with all of this weight sat on it. And now both acro props are completely loose. So let's go down there and remove them. It's a big day at the convent. Welcome back to the dining room everyone. So if you all look up now together, you will see that the ceiling is still in amazing condition, undamaged during all of the removal of that weight from above. And that just shows the quality of work done by Simon and Yanis when they did the ceiling. So these two acro props I put in just because I thought there's a bit too much weight up there, and we were doing a repair to a beam upstairs which we managed to jack up, and I put these in just to help support as we push that beam back up. But these were both incredibly tight. They were hammered around as far as they would go, and now look at them. It looks like the beam has probably risen by about 1 centimetre or half a centimetre, which is absolutely amazing, which they're no longer required now. So I've got a drill, we're going to take down the acro props, and we're going to talk about how we're going to get this room finished. These 4-metre ceilings are a bit annoying. I need a ladder. Need a ladder. Need a ladder. Got a ladder? That's one acro prop that we don't need. There we go. That's the acro props gone. And that looks a lot better. Much better. All that's left to do in this room now is probably a week or a week and a half of plastering. So as soon as Simon's back, Yanis and Simon are going to get back on it, and then Duncan can come in, the electrician, to do the final fixing for all of the electrics. So all of the outlets and the lighting. So it all needs connecting to the supply panel, and then we can get onto the lighting. So I've got these special spotlights which have like a focusing mechanism, and it means that you can focus them on objects like paintings and things within the room to create a really nice atmosphere. So we're going to connect them as well, and then we'll be on to things like the fire alarm system, internet access, and the CCTV, because I'm having cameras in the rooms downstairs in this building just for security reasons. And then we'll be on to little things like decorating, painting, and then the parquet floor, which is going to be really important. So I put this subfloor down, and then on top of this, we're going to put beautiful oak parquet. And I'm trying to source a parquet that's from this region of France. And I have heard from a friend that there's a local woodyard up the road, and they have a separate factory where they process oak parquet. So I'm going to try and source it from there. That would be absolutely amazing. We're going to go for something a bit more simple in this room. And then what we'll do with the parquet in the dining room is probably go with like a parquet de Versailles, like the square panels, and that will look really nice. It will complement the library, and then keeping it a bit more basic in this room, it will look amazing. And it will be another room finally finished here at the convent, because this room is surprisingly 75 square meters. It's actually larger than the kitchen, and yeah, it's going to be a beautiful space. And what we're going to do is we're probably going to buy like 4 different dining tables, but they'll be the same style from the same manufacturer. And then we can have like a row of tables here or a row of tables there, and that will sort of be a little bit of a nod to the past when this was originally the old refectory. And then if necessary, we can bring all of those 4 tables together at any point to create one big large dining table. And I've already got the chairs for this room as well. So fantastic. Can't wait to get it done. So there's a little bit more cost involved to get this room done, but we are going to get it done. We're going to focus on this while Simon's back, as well as the library. So all we got to do basically with Simon is just to get it finished plastered, and then they'll move on into the library while I'll do all the finishing touches, as well as the subfloor upstairs as well. So we're going to get it done. It's going to be amazing. There's some sort of optical illusion going on, because downstairs in the dining room, it doesn't look anywhere near as bowed as it does from up here. So 2 more days left, and we'll get all of this dirt out, and then we'll have a really good clean up, and then we'll start on the exciting work, which will be putting in the subfloor. And then in that time, Simon will be back, Yanis will be here, and we'll be cracking on getting that dining room done, and then back in the library. So thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all tomorrow.